Part 1 HMI Setup video will guide you through a general configuration of the HMI station. This will maximize its role in our control system. In this exercise, we will set our control system as a networked system. We will choose an HMI layout, then modify our developer information, and finally we will create a few screens to show you how to integrate everything together. The steps you will view in this tutorial are general steps you would likely do with every project you create. The HMI station ships with layout number 5 as the default, but we want an HMI with a different look. So let's close the HMI and do a little configuration in the project data section. The first thing we want to do is choose our layout. We will select layout number 17 because it has a wider screen area with buttons on the bottom. It also has a thin navigational panel on the top that we can use to launch the custom screens we will develop. Now, let's open the Project Options window and configure this system as a networked system. We've determined in advance that we will have 6 workstations throughout our process, and we will have a couple of server computers. Each will hold a central redundant database and have the communication server application talk with PLCs inside the facility. We will also use a very simple home overview screen. We will select the option to return the HMI station to this home screen every 10 minutes. This will prevent users from accidentally controlling anything when the workstation screensaver is on. 10 minutes equals 600 seconds, and we will enter this value as the return interval. Now we'll save our changes. Let's review our developer information since this will show you in the About box of each HMI station. Put your information here to let your clients know how to contact you for help. If you do not wish to provide that information, then leave all of the fields blank. The information you enter here will be used for every project you distribute until you change it. Okay, now we will go to the Display Creator section and prepare our HMI with some minor screen changes. Go to the Icons menu and select Import, Remove Custom Images. This project will need a different background on screens, and we'll add some images that are not included with the developer application. Select the background's text in the tree and then select the Import button. It is crucial to note that any images you wish to import must be in this Nucleus Command Systems Custom Images folder on your computer. We will select our customized gray back image for all of our screen backgrounds. Now, select the Open button to import the background into the project. As you can see, we've already imported some other images we will use on our new screens for this project. They are in the user-defined area. Now close the images screen to continue. Now we will open the overview screen and use our new background by selecting the Screen Properties menu. But our overview text is a little off-center now. This is because the previous HMI layout had buttons on the left side. So we'll correct that. Notice the border based on the layout we selected. Now save the changes. Let's change the background for the navigation panel window as well. Let's launch the HMI station and see what our changes look like. We will see the layout has changed, and we have the default navigational panel on the top, as we expected with layout number 17. And to make things interesting, let's use different icons in the navigational panel. Log off the HMI station and return to the display creator. Any changes you make in screens or I/O requires a restart of the HMI station in order to see those changes. Let's quickly create some new screens for our project. Select the Manage Screens button to do this. It's always best to know what you want to build before you build it. If you design this way, the process will go much faster. In our case, we only need 2 additional screens to build our demonstration system. We will build one of these screens from scratch. The second screen we will import from another project and modify it for this project. This will reduce development time. The 2 new screens are named Build and Shipping. We will do a brief edit on the build screen with a new background and some text. We will edit the imported shipping screen with our preferred background. We will have to move some things around to get the icons to fit in the available space for this new layout. Now open the navigational screen. Let's remove the sample button and create 2 new icons to navigate to our 2 new screens. We will set up 2 icons in advance from our new extra screen that we will now copy into the navigation screen. We will double-click on the image icons and set the navigational property of these screens to open the 2 new screens we created. Sometimes it is necessary to reset the settings to get them to list newer screens. We've also included an icon screen where you can copy and paste icons into your screens. Many developers will actually create their own screens containing frequently used icons and import those configuration screens between projects. This helps speed things up in development. Now make sure all the screens have been saved. Then let's launch the HMI station again to see all of our changes. To recap, we changed the layout. We changed the backgrounds on 2 of our screens. We created 2 new screens. And we configured the navigational panel to switch between those 2 screens. We also verified information that will display in the HMI station About window. This concludes the Part 1 tutorial for selecting layouts, creating new screens, and navigating between those screens. Be sure to watch the next video to see how to prepare other built-in HMI screens for your control system.